Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Conscious, and this is Sherry, and this is going to be your weekend soul weather forecast, where we're just going to go ahead and pull a general message for everyone that's going to be timeless. So whenever you hear it, this message probably has something in it for you. And then what we do is I'm going to pull an oracle card today, and then I'm going to pull a few tarot cards, maybe get some clarification, and then pull an emoji mood card for the weekend. If you've watched my soul weather forecasts before, then you know I always pull emoji cards to get the mood and set the mood for the days and for the weekend. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do today for this weekend. So I wanted to pull an oracle card today for this weekend because I was moved to do so, and we get sad embrace. So we're going to see what that sets the tone for this weekend. I was really drawn, funny enough, to that full moon that is behind that person there. And, you know, this is the full moon. You know, we just had the full moon. We're just in that full moon energy. So maybe there's something with this full moon that we've had that is still lingering in our energy, that's still around us, because this is kind of lingering in the background, around this person. And maybe some feelings came up during the full moon that came up, and we were feeling this, and it's still residual, is what I'm really picking up on for this weekend, is that there's something emotional. You know what? I really feel that this is the time, because of the way that emotion came through. I'm going to go ahead and pull the mood card now, the emoji card now, to go with that, because I'm really picking up on, that energy that I told you about. And look at this. It's almost like we had a tower moment. We have a tower moment that happened, and I feel this is something that happened. I really feel that this is that maybe something came to light, or something, you got some news, or just were made aware of something that brought up a lot of emotions for you, that you had to deal with emotion on an emotional level, and this, it's going to be different. This kind of tower-ish energy is going to be different for everyone. That moment could be different, and how we're feeling, can be different for everyone. But what I'm really picking up strongly is that it's all about, that probably something around the full moon is lingering, and it had an effect emotionally on us. And it's that emotion is still lingering with us as we move into this weekend. It's still having an effect on us going into this weekend, is what I'm really picking up on. And it's also actually, I'm feeling a little bit of regret, around that as well. That sad embrace. I'm really feeling the feelings of regret coming through, not necessarily an overall sadness, but almost more of a regret. And so it looks like, based on the cards that are coming up, that we probably something has ended, or we feel something has ended, or we have cut something out of our lives, and we're dealing and processing with the emotions of that being that person or that thing no longer being in our life, that's coming up for us. And yeah, so what I have for us is the Death card with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. So we used our intuition, and we knew something needed to end in our life, or something came to an end in our life. And although we maybe felt that it needed to happen, we've been using our intuition around a certain topic or subject, and cutting out things that no longer serve us in our lives, that we don't need to have in our lives, and putting an end to things that are just not for our highest good, that our intuition is telling us is no longer for our highest good. But when that happens, of course it brings with it, when we have to detach and let go of things, it can cause that regret and that sadness, because we do look back and, sometimes almost question ourselves on whether we made a mistake or not, whether this is something that we really, like, start wondering, should we have done that? Should we, was that really a good idea? Or you could be missing somebody that you did cut out, even though your intuition has told you that this was for the higher good. Or maybe someone else has cut you out of their life because they feel that they needed to make changes in their life, and you're feeling that sadness of that loss of that person that has cut you out of their life. I'm picking up all of that. Yeah, a lot of reminiscing. I get that. We have the Six of Cups that came out, which is that reminiscing on things, looking back on stuff, and then to go with that, I get 8 Wands, just communication, wanting to have communication, missing that communication, looking back, missing that communication with somebody, which is what's got us in the sad embrace. That's why I said, I think something came up during the full moon that we're missing somebody, that we're missing someone. There's a little bit of regret around a relationship dynamic of some sort in our life that we feel like we're maybe missing out on, or missing communicating with that person, because there has been a disconnect. And so it's got us maybe thinking about wanting to fight to get the connection back together even, but our intuition is telling us, that there was a reason this had to end. There is a reason that something wasn't right in the relationship, and it had to end, and it was for the highest good that this relationship had to end when it did. Now, that doesn't mean to say that it can't come back together, at some point, and that's not in the cards for this weekend. But what it is saying, that this did have to end for a reason. There wasn't a reason for this ending, and your intuition is telling you that yes, that there was a reason that this had to end. But you are thinking about, standing up for yourself and possibly communicating with this person, or trying to communicate with this person, or wanting to communicate with this person. That is definitely showing up here. Now, whether you do communicate or not with this person is a whole nother story, because this is picking up on energy, and that's not necessarily real world stuff. When we do tarot, it's picking up on the energies that are around us, and but it may not be actually present yet in the physical world. It's just energies that are coming through on how we're feeling, in our soul, and energetically, the energies are being picked up emotionally, that I'm picking up on, so that come through on these cards. So that's what I have for this weekend. I hope this helps someone. And if you're sitting in this regret, just know that you are using your intuition, and let your intuition guide you, because it's not steering you wrong. It is helping you, determine what to do in this situation. So just trust in yourself that you'll make the right decision for you, and you will. Okay? So that's how I'm gonna leave this for this weekend. Thank you so much if you joined me and listened to this message. I appreciate everyone that does. And if you liked this video, please hit that like button. And if you feel moved to subscribe to my channel, because I do publish a few videos every week, and I do them very regularly, because I'm really wanting to get these messages out there and share my gifts with you all. So thank you again. Joy, love, and light, and I hope you have a wonderful, great weekend wherever you are.